you doing, baby? Happy Thursday. And today on Coffee and Conversation with your girl, Shakenya. When you get a minute, go to that YouTube channel, Shakenya, and hit subscribe, guys. Look at some of the videos. And if you see any of them that you like, please just hit share. Yeah. I ain't never worked out with y'all on Coffee and Conversation. It was never a requirement, getting coffee in the morning. But I'm multitasking today. Yeah, I got a photo shoot coming up. And I have a filming coming up where it's going to require me to ballroom. And ballrooming after a couple songs at 51. A little bit out of breath, So I'm going to be honest with you. I have not been working out. But I have been doing strenuous things like drywall and busting up walls and whatnot. So I have been being active, but I haven't been able to get back to the routine of my exercise. And so I got to get it together. And I only got a little time to do so. So I've been letting myself go. I've been sitting back drinking beer and just with my hands in my pants, just eating chicken wings and just I've been letting myself. So y'all got to get it together. So today is going to be real quick, but I'm going to kick it with y'all while I stretch because that's something that I haven't done. And that's something that you got to do daily, especially if you up there in age. You got to stretch daily. You got to move every joint because if you don't, it's going to stiffen up on you. Just like was that TikTok down stiffened up on me and froze on me. Dang, TikTok. Let's see if we can get TikTok right. Yeah, so I'm going to kick it with y'all today a little bit while I stretch. We in Club Kiki, y'all. We in Club Kiki. Yep, this is what I'm going to be working on today. And then I got to go back to the town center and finish that wall up. I know.
My husband and my brother
got to put some more mud on it.
Released from prison.
Got to put some more mud on it. And then I got to tear that piece down. Okay, y'all, we're going to see if we can get TikTok out. If we can't, then we can't. If we can't, then we can't. I'm trying to get my followers up on TikTok. They coming up on Facebook. I'm at like 29,000. I'm trying to get to 30. I don't know why y'all won't let me be great. And I'm stuck at 14,000 on Instagram. Yeah, y'all just won't let me be great. But it's okay. Make sure you get a copy of my book, though. Dysfunctional Family Knot. You can get it from lulupublishing.com. And you can go to Amazon and get it. Dysfunctional Family Knot. Yep. Loosely about my life, my upbringing, things that I went through. It talks about my village in here. Yep. And today's topic is just that. Do you have a village? Yep. Do you have people you can talk to and get advice from, even in your adult life? Do you have people you still look to for leadership and guidance? Your elders in your family, do you still look to them for guidance? Do you lean on them for support? Do you have people that you can lean on for support? You got somebody in your family you can call and get a couple dollars from if you need, right? You got a couple friends you can call. Yeah, that's part of your village. Do you have people that check in on you? See how you doing? Yep. Do you have people in your life that keep you in check? I know. When you doing wrong, you get out of line, they'll tell you so. Yeah, until you get it together. Might even pop you. Yeah. Like in my situation, if the tables was turned, and if I was purposely keeping my daughter out of her father's life, like using all those manipulation tips, talking bad about him and his mama every time I pick her up. Like, it wouldn't have been hard to do. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't have been hard to do. Like when she came to me and said that, he don't spend a lot of time. When she over there, he always gone. I understood her and I felt her pain and I reached out to him and I let him know how it was affecting her, right? But what if I used that opportunity to turn her against him, right? Yeah, what type of daddy is he? To just be gone all the time. He don't even be here. No, I ain't bringing you over here no more. You don't need to go over there. He ain't, what if I was that type of person to do exactly, because this is exactly what he have had to do. I can't say he's done these things, but for our relationship to not be there, when I know mothers that has abandoned their daughters, I know mothers that has molested I know mothers who have done some terrible things to their daughters, and their daughters still in their life and still love and respect them. For my situation to be nothing, for me not to be nobody, just totally devalued and just thrown away and discarded, like, and my whole family, like, come on, baby. It had to be some things done. So if tables was turned, this is one of the things that could have possibly have been done. Instead of me telling him that she had a problem with him, use that as a way to get in and start that inappropriate conversation with her, right? Get her on my side, get her to the point where she's telling me all the things that she don't like about him. And me, I'm encouraging it, right? Because I don't want her to have him in her life anyway, right? So I'm talking bad too. Yep, I hate when he do that too. So now we have an inappropriate relationship. We having inappropriate conversations about her father. Like, what if I did that, right? And totally separated him? Let me tell you what would have happened if I would have done that. Let me tell you. First off, my auntie on my dad's side, my dad's sister, oh, she would have read me. She would have read me. First off, she would have said, yeah, I don't like his ass either. But after that, she would have told me, straight up no chaser, how wrong I was to keep that little girl from her father. She would have cussed me out, right? She would have let me know how I was raised. She would have took me back to my dad's side and my mom's side. She would have preached to me about the morals and values, right, that I was raised with. She would have reminded me that I have a dad, right? She would have reminded, she would have put me in my place. She would have went off on me. Yeah, I know. Let me see, who else would have went off on me and put me in my place? My auntie on my mom's side, my Aunt Linda, she definitely would have said, she would have said it in a joking way. She would have said something like, you still want his ass, don't you? Yeah, I know you do. You can't lie to me, right? Yeah. Because why else would you keep him from you? You trying to make him mad. You trying to make him mad. I know. My auntie Linda, her butt, she probably would put me in a headlock, right? And tell me how. And wrestle me to the ground and won't let me up till I say I'm going to take her to see her dad, right? She used to make everything funny, even things that was tough to deal with. She the reason why you don't want to sit next to me at a funeral. Yeah, that's the offspring of that. Yeah, you definitely don't want to sit next to me in a funeral. You probably gonna get put out. Yeah, they got my picture on a couple of funerals. I am not allowed, right? So, yeah, she would have said that. Let me see who else. My sister, by her having a master's in social work, by her being a social worker, she's definitely going to tell me about all the psychological damage that I'm causing by keeping my daughter away from her father. She would definitely do that. She would definitely run all the statistics. I had to get my weights. They was outside. It's raining. I want to work out outside. Yeah, by her being a social worker, she definitely would be running down all the statistics and all the things that can possibly happen to my daughter by her not having her dad and by me being bitter and by me being mad. That's why I don't understand why my situation has lasted as long as it has, because his sister is a social worker just like my sister. Yep, his sister has a degree in that just like my sister does. So I would think that she would be the one talking to him to let him know the importance of me being in my daughter's life and questioning his antics and why he's doing what he's doing. Like, I really thought my spot was secure. Yep. So, yeah, my sister, she wouldn't have stood for that. She would be on my ass in a very nice way. Yeah, she don't curse and all that stuff. She'll just run down to me social work style how I was wrong, right? Yeah, two of my girlfriends definitely would get in my ass. Yeah, one of my girlfriends, Sonya, she probably would cuss me out. Just cuss me out, call me everything under the sun, telling me how wrong I am. Probably stop talking to me until I reunited that girl with her daddy, right? My girlfriend Lori, yeah, she'll cuss me out in a real nice, sophisticated way. Yeah, she'll tell me in a real sweet, nasty way how wrong I am. Yeah, that's part of my village. Those are people that are part of my village, right? They keep me in check. They keep me in line. They let me know when I'm wrong, even though I'm grown, right? I know a lot, right? I come on here and preach to y'all every day, right? But I be needing some checks and balances too. You know what I'm saying? I'm only human. Yep, I'm not perfect. Yep, so when I'm wrong, I got people that'll stop me in my tracks and tell me that you're wrong. You shouldn't be doing that. You know better than that. You was raised better than that, right? So I just, yeah, if things were different and I did the same, that's why I don't understand why it was nobody there to talk to him. Like nobody else, nobody to say nothing, nobody to stand up and defend me. Like that's crazy to me. That right there, that's scary almost. Because that means there's no village. Yeah, to allow this to go on as long as it has, there's no village, right? That's scary. So if you wasn't raised with a village, I encourage you to create one. With the people that you meet, family, co-workers, or you need to create a village. Yeah. Everybody needs somebody. Can't do it by yourself. Keep that in mind, right? And then I wanted to know, are you a part of somebody's village? Yeah, like do you give advice to people, right? Positive advice. Do you encourage people, right? Are you there when people need, right? I don't know. Are you part of somebody's village? Like, do you tell people when they're wrong? Do you call them out on their mess? Don't care what they say or how they feel about you calling them out. Do you call them out on their mess? Like, do you have people in your life that has some medical issues, some mental issues? Like, it's apparent that they probably suffering from probably bipolar disorder. Or they might be suffering from PTSD or OCD, right? It's apparent. You can see it. You can tell. Do you encourage them to try to get help? Do you point out the times that they're clowning and acting out so they can see the difference and the variation from how they are in their behavior? Do you send them information? Do you send them numbers? Do you have people in your life that's going through it, struggling, drug addiction, drug abuse? Do you try to get them help? Do you encourage them every time you see them and talk to them about what they can do to get help? Do you provide resources, right? Do you have people in your family overweight? You remember a time when they was small and thin and on the cheerleading team and they was doing this and doing that and they was working out and they was every day. You remember a time when they was like that. When they start gaining the weight, do you talk to them about that? Do you talk to them about the health concerns that they can possibly have by gaining all that weight, all the stress that they putting on their arteries? Do you send them diets? Do you tell them about success stories to help encourage them? Do you work out with them? Do you invite them to work out? Yeah, just encouraging them to lose the weight. Just because you love them. Not because you're being judgmental, not because you're being critical, but just because you're a part of that village and you love them. Right? What about the people in your family, the crooked people in your family, the people that you don't talk about? The drug dealers and the hustlers. Do you encourage them to legitimize themselves? And do you help them? Do you give them way? Like, for instance, your people that sell drugs, crack, or whatever they sell. The fact that they know how much fentanyl or how much whatever other drugs that they use to mix that stuff up to sell it to and poison the community, you might see a drug dealer. Let me tell you what I see. I see a doctor. Yeah. I see a pharmacist. Yeah. I see pharmaceutical rep. I see these things, right? I know you don't see it. All you see is a low-down drug dealer that's killing their community, right? But me, that's what I see. And with a little encouragement, That's what they'll be. I know you don't see it. Yeah, I see it. I see it. What about the people that be robbing people? You know that you know you got family that be stealing. You know they be stealing, right? You know they got sticky fingers. You need to encourage them to be police, working surveillance, security. So like, yeah, I think that if you think like a criminal, that'll make you the best cop. That'll make you the best. You'll be able to get them. You'll be able to get them because you know how they think, you know how they move. You would be the best officer. You would move up in the ranks to be detective and possibly captain. I know all you see is a thief. I know. But if you talk to them about their ways and kind of convince them to go another direction and use that brain power that they use for robbing and scamming people to law enforcement, oh yeah. I know. What about the people that you know that lie? Oh my God, they lie all the time. They like to argue and fight. All three of those things go together. They lie, and then they always gotta argue with you, defend them lies that they telling, and you know what you see? I'll tell you what I see. I see a lawyer. Yep, I see a lawyer. I see a lawyer. Yep, I see. Yep, I see a prosecutor. I see that. I see anything on that level, possibly moving up to judge, right? So y'all, I just want to know if you had a village, right? If you didn't have one, create one, right? And if you was a part of somebody's village, right? Which part do you play in that village? Is you my auntie on my dad's side? You my auntie on my mama's side? Is you one of my girlfriends? Or you my sister? Telling me that I'm wrong, right? Yeah, so y'all, that's it for Coffee and Conversation today. I got to work out. For real. Yep, I did a little stretch for you. And I went up and down the stairs a couple times. But I got to get rid of this midsection. I got to cut it up. I got to cut it up. And I got to do something with these arms here. Yep, I got to cut these arms up. So y'all, I'm out. I do not want to go to that town center today, y'all, but I got to. I don't like doing nothing in the rain. That requires me to be outside in it. I know. I don't. Hey, guys.